So it has been a while, but I am recording this video from my hotel room because once again, I am on tour with Madonna. I did my first tour with Madonna back in 2019, and it is such a blessing that I said to myself, wait a minute, forget technical skills. I need to talk about some soft skills. It is the soft skills that set you apart and have the power to create experiences such as this in the beauty industry that are so unique. Soft skills such as effective communication and empathy, active listening, and time management are so important to beauty services for your clients, but also for coworkers. It builds trust, it makes people feel comfortable, and it's just skill sets that you need that don't take up extra room in your toolkit. It is the way that people feel around you. It's how you maintain a positive attitude and just how you overall react to situations and changes when you're in challenging environments. I like to look at it as technical skills get you in the room, but soft skills keep you there. It's the intangibles. They help you make meaningful connections and also have a positive impact on your reputation, which is everything in this industry. It's great to look up how to do a ponytail and how to do knotless braids, but you also need these intangible soft skills that will help elevate you as a person and as a stylist and open up the door for new opportunities in this industry. So stay tuned. Here we go. Anybody home? Good. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and put your alerts on so you don't miss a thing. There are many soft skills, but here are my top 6 that I think you should work on right now, starting with communication, specifically active listening. There are so many ways to communicate these days, aka a lot of ways that things can go wrong. That's why this is at the top. Now, active listening involves giving someone your full attention when they're talking, maintaining eye contact, and repeating key points for clarification so that you understand what they need. This is the type of skill that will help you do a better job and actually is the first step towards building trust as far as I'm concerned. Now, the more people you work with, the more messy it can get. Trust me, but don't get overwhelmed. Stay calm. One-on-one consultations and talking to a few close coworkers can help with that. By the time you're part of a larger team, you'll be good to go. Let's move on to empathy because, like it or not, disagreements are going to happen. And empathy doesn't mean that you have to agree with everyone. But when you can show compassion towards coworkers and clients, it creates understanding and reassurance, especially when you're genuine. It validates viewpoints and can even slow down how reactive you are to others. Remember, most times people's reactions have nothing to do with you. And I believe that the more empathetic you are, the less frustrated you'll be in real life and in the salon. There is one constant in this world, and that is change. Change is inevitable. In the beauty industry, things get added to a schedule, things get removed. Oh, and believe it or not, sometimes they get added right back. But here's my question. When things change, does your mood change with it? Or do you remain calm and composed? No judgment, but let's aim for calm. Here's the thing. The beauty industry is growing and evolving, and so should you. Don't be so rigid. Is it frustrating? Yes. But take some deep breaths and remember that adaptability is flexibility, and flexibility is the ability to bend without breaking. Don't let things get the best of you. Whew, baby, time management. Now, I know this one is tough, but how come it seems like some people get everything done in their day and then others, oh, well, they don't. Trust me, it is not magic. It is basically time management. Now, we cannot add time to a clock, as amazing as that would be, but you can learn to create checklists and prioritize tasks to get things done in an organized fashion. Everything is important, but not everything needs to be priority. Does that make sense? If you're constantly overwhelmed, sitting down to organize your tasks can create room to do things like take a lunch. Yes, hairstylists, I am talking to you. You have to take a lunch. Dedicate a specific amount of time for tasks and stick to it. This way, the things you need to do get the attention it needs without compromising quality. Doesn't that feel better already? Surprise, surprise, problems are stressful. That's why problem solving skills is really a skill to develop. Keep in mind, the problem does not have to be person to person or between a group of people. It can be scheduling conflicts. It can be mapping out a plan that saves time, or it can be simply knowing how to function if your computer caught on fire. Okay, that's too dramatic. If your computer just stopped working, right? Would you be able to think creatively and find a solution and still be able to get things done? Well, that is something to work on. Here's a tip. If a problem is really big, break it down into small pieces and tackle it one by one until everything is back to normal. This leads me to the sixth soft skill that I think you should work on, which is patience. So remember when I said earlier change is inevitable? Well, I once read that patience is not the ability to wait, but how you behave while you wait. Interruptions are going to happen as well, but take it as an opportunity to work on other things. Update your schedule, rearrange your schedule, contact clients, send out emails, create content, but remain calm and patient. It's the only way to survive in this industry without going crazy. So be honest. Which soft skills are you going to work on starting today? Let me know in the comments.